Let me check if it is going live. Okay, are we live? Okay, we're live. All right. Okay. Okay, so welcome everyone, and please do just stay on the background. Okay. So I will let some people on the group can join the live session, that's the Google Meet. It's streamed live. Okay, it's streamed live, so it's on our YouTube channel, so others are also following on YouTube. Okay, and today's session we are going to be talking on, we're rounding up the school of how to pass through university without wahala. All right, and I have I don't know, Solomon should join us soon. Okay, Solomon should join us soon. Let me see. Mr. Solomon should join us soon. Is he online now? Okay, all right. So so let me quickly give a recap on how to survive school without wahala. The first week we discussed on you always attending school, always attending lectures. That lecture is not just for decoration. Okay, lecture is not for decoration. You just come. Lecture is meant to help you in school. All right, and we also looked at that's the first week. That's the first Friday of November. I'm talking about the first Friday of November. So we look at how to avoid social media distractions. Okay, now you're in school, there's no one ruling over you, there's no mommy and daddy and all that. If you're not careful, you can be on WhatsApp maybe 247 and you are not studying. How to avoid that trap, we spoke on that. The first week we also spoke on how to be close to your class governor. All right, in every school, in every department, there's always what we call course rep or course governor. That is the head of the class, the leader of the class that all the lecturers identify as the student's mouthpiece. So he's the one that submits assignment, he's the one that takes attendance. And in school, we discussed Mr. Solomon, who is in Unilag right now, and Mr. Chidioke, who is a first class graduate of mathematics, also discuss the need and importance to be close to your governor. So you know when he wants to submit assignment, you know details, you know information, because he's always the first person to know some critical information in school. All right. We also discussed the second week, we discussed on not getting involved in drama in school, how to avoid drama. There's always drama, and some of the dramas were relationship drama, where people will start fighting in class because of boyfriend and girlfriend. That was the major drama that we identified that week. All right, there are other drama like hostel drama, quarreling because of cup, spoon, all these things, sports, guys, their clothes and all that. Okay, so how to avoid, how to live in peace. Okay, and we also talk about that's the second week, assignments not being decoration. When you have assignments, do your assignment. Don't wait till the last minute. And we looked at the importance of that same day you are given assignments while you're in university. Try to do at least half that same day. Just start it, do half, so you don't procrastinate and wait until the day of you have to submit. Then you start doing the assignment, and which will lead you to copying. And sometimes once lecturer notice that is what's happening, they just fail you. And also, one of the importance of assignment is that it adds up to your continuous assessment. That's what we call CA. In each course, you have a total of 100 marks. There's a 30 marks apportioned to CA, and it lies on the lecturer to do whatever it is. In my own time, in school, some lecturers are so generous. Even if you don't do assignment or whatever, they just dash you that 30 marks. That's for federal schools, but I know for private school they won't do that. You have to prove that maybe they did a project and all that. In that 30 marks, attendance will take like 10 marks, then 20 will be for project and assignments. So please, while you're in school, assignments adds up to to your final score. So it is very, very important. And also, we discussed on time management. I'm giving a summary. We discussed on time management, that if you're not careful, if you don't manage your time well in school, you are going to get choked up with activities that will not allow you study. Because, and Mr. Solomon, please, are you guys following me? Are you guys hearing me? Can you all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. Orelua, I hope you're listening. All right, because these things will help you while you're in
I
school.
am, ma'am.
Okay, so we talked about time management, because right now, mommy and daddy is not with you. That is the truth. Nobody is to wake you up, give you your routine. Like in secondary school, they'll tell you, oh, this is time for this is time for that. Wake up, mommy will wake you up, this, that. And Solomon confessed to us that he had a problem of always, he would just sleep, especially for all those early morning classes. Because there are some lecturers that their classes is like 8 a.m., 7:30. And sometimes they can be so brutal that one of their classes, it is that class, they'll do a test. And that is the test, too. That is the test that they will use for their CA. Nothing else again. So you have to manage your time. There's time for you to cook. Guys, in campus, except you're a rich kid and that you want to be buying food all the time, because that one will eat your money. If you are buying food all the time, it will eat your money. So there's time for you. You have to create time to cook. You have to create time to wash your clothes. You have to create time to prep all these things. Nobody is doing, mommy is not helping you, daddy is not helping you. That's why you see students in all these big hostels, they will start stealing other people's clothes. It's laziness. They can't wash. You start seeing people getting dirty. It's because they were lazy at home. There were people there helping them. But right now, you're on your own. Nobody is going to help you. And in school, most times, when anybody wants to help you, there's something he's getting. It's either you are the one bringing because I know guys always do this. Maybe there's one person that is buoyant, so where their family will always bring food stuff, then there will be a guy that is always cooking. His own assignment is just to make sure he's cooking. Because why? It is not contributing any food stuff. And all that. Guys know how to live like that. But ladies, that's a different case entirely. We want our own things, we want our own this, that. So you have to plan your time. Your lecture time. You have to plan time to read. Plan time for church activities. Even in church activities, you have to plan. It's not all activities that you go. The important one. Oh, I have to go for Tuesday. Then back then in my own time, there's Tuesday service. I go for that. I go for Thursday service. I portion those time, and I portion time for my library study. When you know your lecture timetable, you now know your free times. Make sure you manage it. If not, somebody will come and take your time. It's not any friend say, oh, let us go for this. There's one symposium. There's one departmental what they call freshers, especially for freshers. There's one freshers this thing. Freshers. Hey, they can bring activities for freshers that will eat your time before you know exam has started. An exam in schools can be so compressed to 1 week. Have you been studying? No. So please don't get distracted. And as I said, 100 level is a critical level to please gain all your marks. Do you get my point? Orelua, you're in 100 level, please make sure you attain that 5 points.
Yes, ma'am.
100 level, don't play with 100 level. If your GP shakes in 100 level, it can affect you till you graduate. Don't let anyone distract you. Focus. Get past questions from your seniors. Read the past question. Talk to the seniors. Let them tell you how anyway, I'm coming to that. Okay, the next one is, that was last week. Learning your lecturers, knowing your lecturers. And Miss Ruth discussed on how when they enter school, their seniors in 200 level, 300 level, that's departmental seniors, came and told them everything about each of their lecturers and their lecturer styles. All right, so please, if you don't have any of those seminars or you missed it, you didn't attend, go to a senior that is vibrant. You know all those first class candidates in each department. You always know. When you go to each year level, just ask, please, who is the first class person? They will show you. They'll say, this is the person. Go and make the person your friend. They talk with the person. How does this person set his score, his exam? You say, this one repeats past question. Where? This one, don't play with this one's assignment. Though. They will tell you the secret of each lecturers. And know that secret. And we also mentioned the thing of making sure the lecturer at least knows your face. When you go to class, stay in front of the class. Let them know your face. At least be asking questions sometimes. Not all the time, and all that, and ask reasonable questions. Just make sure at least they know your face. You don't need to always be going to the office. No. In class, let them know your face. Let them know you. So that if any departmental issues arise, when they see, they say, I know you now. What's the problem? So, sir, they didn't do this script well. They didn't do this, and they'll say, okay, I will help you and all that. These lecturers are also human beings too, looking out. All right. Now, what we discussed last week also was relationship. Don't let campus relationship turn you to campus housewife or husband. You have already started cooking for somebody in school. As a Ogini. As in you, is that what your first thing, is that what they sent you to go and do in school? Because of love, I love. If you are not careful, it is a very big distraction. Relationship in school, why in school? Big time distraction. Why? Because any small thing, you people quarrel, hey, it will look as if you want to die. And God helping you is towards exam. You will lose your focus, lose your concentration, and what will now finally happen? What will finally happen? It will affect your exam, affect your GP. And we spoke, if when you talk on relationship, people are like, man, you can do it. There are people that, from campus, they got married. And we're like, please, for you to get into relationship in campus, you need to be matured. Do we get it? Are we guys following? You need to be what? Matured. That was one thing we stated out. Entering relationship while in campus, you need to have a matured mind. It's not small thing. You want to kill yourself. You have entered depression because somebody say he doesn't love you again. Or you see him, he's already going and dating somebody else in the department. And we spoke of so many stories, how one person will be dating several people in the department and all that. So please, if you are not ready, if you don't, and I spoke on the cost of relationship. There's the emotional cost, there's the financial cost, and there's the time cost. The person, you guys will always want to be around each other. When you are supposed to be studying, when you are supposed to be maybe making your hair, when you are supposed to be cooking, when you are supposed to be washing, you are together with the person. It will just, if you can't manage these things, if the person is not matured enough to talk out these things that come, even if we like each other and all that, we should be matured about it and plan ourselves, plan our time. If this person cannot sit down, you guys cannot discuss, please leave it until after school. Focus on your university. Are you getting me? And there's a scripture. It says, the handmaid of the Lord, you shall never be without a husband. He will give you, he will bring your own bone of your own bone. So some people, get scared in university. This is where I have to get my husband. Is that the purpose of coming to university? Is that the first primary purpose? The first primary purpose of your being university is to learn. Learn well, whatever you are being taught. Practicalize it. For me, it's not even the GP. It's on being able to learn and practicalize it, apply it to things. That is for me, my own view of university. Apply whatever I'm learning to real life situation. Then passing out with a good grade, wonderful. With first class, wonderful. It adds up. It gets you recognition. It gets you that step into the door. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, and relationship can distract you from all this. And finally, last week, we discussed on avoiding campus cruise. You always want to be in this party. You always want to be in freshers this, in final year this. Please have a balance. We are not saying do not relax on campus, do not go for fun activity, but watch all those fun activity. Watch your friends that you keep around you. Are you with me? Because they are the ones that drive all those things. They drive all those desires. So watch the kind of friends you keep around you. They would help you curtail, when you start wanting to, oh, let's go there. They say, there's no need. Why should we be there? Let's go and study now. We have this, we have that and all that. So this one really, really depends on the people you hang out with. I tell you, university is a place to really make a good set of friends. And we also close with networking while on campus. While on campus, you have to start networking. Be kind. One of the things we discussed last week is, please, you don't know who is who on campus. The person that looks so unserious, I've seen this a lot. The person that looks so unserious, he has parents there that there's already money to send him abroad immediately to the US. Are you getting money? So don't just follow people anyhow. Don't just look down on people. This one is not serious. Can this one make it in life? Can this one? Even people that didn't look as if they are from poor background, suddenly life takes them to a higher position. So you that spoke down to them, what do you think if they see you? Oh, there's a saying that goes, Maya Angelou. It says, people do not remember what you say to them. They don't remember it. What they remember is how you made them feel in that conversation. They might not remember, oh, this person said something nice to me. This is the exact word. But how you made them feel, they will always remember. When they meet you in future, 20, 10 years into the future, they will remember how you made them feel while you were in school. Were you the type that would just look down because the boy is not dressed well? You just look down and all that. No, now, because the girl doesn't have this, doesn't have that, you just look down on people. No, do not. Do not. Please, I beg you. Be kind to everyone. Do not feel that you are greater than any other person. Do not. Do not. The Lord can lift anybody up at any time. Do you get my point? So please be kind to everyone. Networking. When you join your school, in your department, I always advise, try to serve in a leadership position. In your department association, serve. Organize workshop, be a PA, be a public relation, just serve. Have a position, serve. Do you get my point? I shared the testimony of when I served as in my engineering society of students, electronics and computer engineering society of students. I just served as the gen exec. And I know how it benefited me. Immediately after school, I just went to our alumni. The person who's an alumni, she has an engineering firm. I said, please, ma, I'm home now. I'm waiting for NYC. I don't have a job. I would love to have something doing. Immediately, she connected me to somebody and I got a job. This is what you can leverage on. Serve. Get connected with the alumni body. When you guys organize all this seminar and all that, you are connected to people that are already in the industry. Do you get my point? You go, sometimes you might be the one that they will send to with envelope to go and meet them, to invite them to school. Build good rapport. Okay, all this will enable you to get IT placements, all these things. You get my point? So network well properly. Be good to others. All right, so that's the summary of all we've done this past 3 weeks. And today we're wrapping up this week. I said I should quickly give a summary. All right, so we're going to go into today's session of our podcast. We just have like 30 minutes to go on this. We're going to be looking at how to, if you're in school, you don't have financial support, how to, have maybe a side business that you can do that would not affect you in school. And we're going to discuss on the importance of not cramming, how to learning how to use library and online tools, and also avoiding carry over in school. Okay, that's what we're going to be looking at today. All right. Oh, we have a viewer on YouTube. Okay, Mr. Solomon, you're with us on today's podcast. Please do introduce yourself, Mr. Solomon. If you can put on your video, that will be very, very much appreciated. Mr. Solomon, are you online? You're muted if you're speaking.
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay. Please introduce yourself.
Okay. Oh, all right. So, good evening, everybody. Or is it good night?
Yes,
Okay.
good
So,
evening.
I'm Solomon Okochukwu, and I'm a mathematics education student, mathematics and education student in the University of Lagos, popularly known as School of First Choice, the Nation's Pride.
You guys, you always brag, Unilag.
So,
You are not
it's a
school of first
privilege to
choice
be
again, no. It's Lasso has taken over you guys.
here. Not at all. We're still on top.
Okay, go ahead, Solomon.
All right, so it's a privilege to be here. I've been here for two. I've been here twice now. Sharing my experience as a student, as a person. Yeah, as a student. I'm still a student. Yeah. So, and I'm privileged to be here, and I look forward to how today is going to look like. Thank you.
Okay, so Solomon is a mathematics education department. All right, so he's going to be with us in today's session. So Solomon, please, how do you manage finance while in school? How do you manage finance while in school?
Okay, so talking about finance. Um, First of all, I'll say if you stay with your parents, all right, if you stay with your parents and your parent takes care of you, they send you money on monthly basis or weekly basis, I think you should anytime you get home from school or even as you are still at home, you should hug them, like appreciate them, all right, and make sure you by all means by all means, by all means, ensure you don't disappoint them. Because I can tell you that if you have somebody who is supporting you in school, you know, you should cherish them. So, how do I manage finance? Now, this will encourage some of you. Maybe probably you are sponsoring yourself, or maybe you are sponsoring yourself. So I'm self-sponsored anyway in school, even though there's a particular organization that that do cater for part of my school fees, but managing finance. So like I said, I'm self-sponsored. Uh, so I work and I also school. I'm not a part-time student. I'm a full-time student. So I work and I school. So um, finance, money. First of all, again, let me also say this that if you have a way you're going to make money while in school, please also cherish that as well. Remember I said number one, if you number one, like I said, if you have parents that are sponsoring you in school, cherish them, honor them. Again, if you also have a means that is a means that you are getting money, a means that you are getting money, you should also cherish it as well, because if you don't, you will hardly focus while in school. Right? You can be in class if you don't have what to eat in the next after 2 hours class, 3 hours class, you might be shocked. You will not concentrate again. You just lose focus. even though even though even though you're understanding what was going on before, you just lose focus. So how do I manage it? Like I said, I'm self-sponsored. So what I do is I just look for a way to, work. So there's this organization I do internship with. And so they do send allowance to me. And also at this point, I'll be able to learn some skills. And that is number three, I would say. So number one, again, I remember I said, if you are with your parents and they are sponsoring you, cherish the money on them. If you have a means where you're taking, that is fetching money, also cherish it. So number three is, if you I just believe every one of us here got newly like freshers, right? Newly admitted into school. So I want to encourage you first of all to ensure that you learn a skill. I'm not saying learn anyhow skill. Learn skill that can fetch you money in school. All right. And this is why, like I said in the second episode of this how to pass school without wahala, I said something. I said, if you I said I was going to like write a book that actually talk to parents. Some parents these days, they want to push their children to school without learning any skill. Once they finish secondary school, they'll push them to university. No skills, zero knowledge, zero experience, and all of that. And when they get to school, they just misbehave. So if you are here and you don't have any skill, you need to learn one. As you are in school, don't just solely focus on academics, 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 academics. Hunger will deal with you. If one day your mommy did not send you money, your parent did not send you money, you understand what it means to be hungry in school. So please, I encourage you to learn skill. So learning a skill before entering school also helped me. I learned graphic design, I learned project management, how to do some administrative works. That is what helped me while I was in school. So in fact, it got to a point, don't let me say this here, but it got to a point, it got to a point that I had to, you know, juggle a lot of, I think I was doing about two work that time, about two. An exam was approaching, exam was here and there, but there was nothing, I'm, well, I'm I think I'm not in the best position to actually answer this question because and there are things I don't want to share so that you don't feel discouraged. Yeah, but like I want to say is just ensure that you learn a skill, right? That can fetch you money in school. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if you are very brilliant, if you are very brilliant, if you're very brilliant, there is something you can do that will fetch you money. Some some students are very lazy. You can some have money but they're lazy. Some have money but they don't have the time to study. So you can be their tutor. All right, if you're very brilliant, you can be their tutor. Then secondly, if you can learn how to do assignment for some people, for some people that can fetch you money. And so there's some other minor businesses you can do. There's some of my classmates, they sell Google. There's one guy that sell Google. That guy sold Google for almost first semester, second semester, I made his money. And easy to actually cater for some of his needs. So there are a lot of things you can do. Maybe in my next question, I'm able to also buttress that. I don't know if I actually answered this in the way I supposed to.
Yeah,
Again,
Solomon,
I
I
won't
don't
see
know
the
why
question.
you are hiding your testimonies, but maybe it's okay. All right. See, when you are in school, and let's say your parents cannot fully fund you, if your parents can fully fund you, as Solomon said, go home. If you are looking down on them, you know, you don't want to know what happens in school. You don't want to. I have been in school like this. There was no money, no food. It was only Gary I had. Gary. I drank Gary the first day. At least my sugar was still left. I used sugar the first day. The third day, there was no sugar. I drank, it was only Gary I drank. The second day. The third day, I drank Gary again. I was just doing this quietly. I didn't know how to beg. Do you know that on the third day, I went to poo-poo Do you know what I poo-pooed? I can't forget the story. It was Gary I poo-pooed to show you how bad this thing was. Until, thank God, a friend of mine saw that this girl has not eaten, this girl has not eaten food. And just with wisdom, just called me to house that she come, that she made something, let us eat together. That's how I ate though. After 3 days. See, if your parents are not buoyant when you're in school, you have to wake up. That's why you have to enter school. As Solomon said, then I didn't know there's something like skill. But my mind opened. Okay, I don't have skill, but I know I can teach. Every time I come back from school, what do? I will do what? I will start looking for children's parents. Their teachers don't know maths. I will say I will teach you. They let them pay me. Okay, because I was raised by a single mother. All right. So finance was not too that good. And thank God for my school fees. I was under scholarship from the school. So there was this thing, if your grades are high, the school awards you scholarship. When your grades are from 4 points. So that was a scholarship that the school gave. So my school fees was secured. God just helped me with that one. My grades were high. My school fees were secured. So I started teaching children. When I get back from school during our holiday, I will enter Idumota and go and sell markets and save up. That's how I saved up. One of my time when during holiday, during all those our strike that they'll say 6 months, I saved up, got laptop, saved up, got a printer. When I went back to school, I started printing assignments for students. That's what Solomon said. Even though you're intelligent, I started doing assignments, projects for students, collecting money. So I look for ways to just earn while in school. In school, I was selling candle, recharge card. You know, this is our technical drawing paper. I will buy it from Lagos and come and sell. I sell pure water. I sell egg. I sell recharge card. This is just to make sure I have money while in school. Okay, I'm sure maybe later in the future, Solomon will share his own testimony. He's still passing through his own testimonies. But I have passed through it and seeing all the old sides. So if you have parents that give you money, full money like this, please kneel down and be praying for them very well. And when you get home, honor them. If they say, go and wash car, go and do this, go and cook for me, you are doing, let that source of income just leave, God forbid. Then you will know what it is, how that to make money, to eat and survive in this world. It's not easy. It's not at all. Okay? So please, what Solomon said is, make sure you have a skill. Very important. And while you are home, learn something. Is it baking? Is it carpentry? Is it cutting hair? I know of a guy that in school, that's what took him through. In his hostel, in front of his hostel, he just made one mirror there, one chair, and he was just cutting people's hair. So he learned it from home and came on campus. That's what he used to survive through school. He bought that small generator, that generator that the government has, I think, banned. What is it called? He said, I passed my neighbor, that gen. And that's what he does. And he was so good, skilled with it. Everyone was always going to him. And he has his time for barbing. So it won't affect his academy. So his time is just in front of his hostel, barbing, and all that. I've seen people that baking. My friends were baking and making money in school. So which one? Learn a skill before you get into school. Even if your parents are supporting you financially, you have to start thinking independently, because when you finish school, some of your parents the money will stop coming. You have to go and fend for yourself. Especially parents that don't want to spoil you. You will go and fend for yourself. One school end like this, when you do NYC, that's the last support they will give you. The next thing they're telling you, go and look for a job. We've done our own part. So you don't need to wait till that time. Start learning how to be financially independent. Do things and make sure you balance it out so it doesn't affect your academics. Balance things out. Even me, I balance things out. I still passed out with a very good grade. a 4.23, almost close to a first class. I balanced this out. Even if I didn't have that full support, financial support, I was doing things, doing all the, doing things and all that. I still balance things out. So there's always a balancing out. Have a time for that hustle. Have a time for that remote work and all that. Okay, so that's for that. Now, another important thing we need to discuss is, please avoid cramming. Solomon, what's your take on cramming? Oh, no, let me know. Okay, Ruth is on the line. Miss Ruth is here. Miss Ruth, kindly please unmute and, introduce yourself today to our audience. Miss Ruth, are you there? You're muted if you're speaking.
Yes, I am. Good evening, everybody.
Evening.
Yeah, good evening. I'm Ruth, a graduate of Delta State University. Now I'm a social media manager and a content strategist.
Okay, can you speak louder?
Yeah, I said my name is Ms. Ruth. A graduate of Delta State University, studying microbiology. Now I'm a social media manager and a content strategist.
Oh, thank you so much, Miss Ruth. Okay, so this question goes to you. What are the effects of cramming? And do you feel it's a good way to learn while in school?
Okay, cramming is never a good way to learn in school. When you cram, there's a tendency that you forget what you want to write. And in a case where you cram, at the end of the exam, you cannot even remember what you put down because there's this saying like cram la pour that we used to say back then in school. Just cram it, put it in your head. The time for exam, just pour it down, and then the next minute you don't even remember what you have written down. There's no way you can defend what you have written down. So cramming is never a good way to learn. Instead, learn before, start reading as you are entering that semester. You start reading, you start jotting down, attending lectures, and even before the exam you already know what you want to write and all that. You don't read a day before the exam or that exam morning. There's some people that are very good at cramming. That morning they want to cram one full textbook and just go and write. At the end of the day, even if you pass the course and you're asked to come and defend the course, there's no way you can defend it because you've forgotten what you wrote. You have forgotten. And sometimes when you cram, you can even forget while in exam, or you not even remember what you have read because there are so many things in your head. You don't really understand the subject, you don't really understand the course. You're just there just to go and write the exam. And then sometimes when you see questions, you see that you are forgetting what you read. Why? Because you really don't understand it, you did not read it, you just crammed it. So you get to exam hall and then you just forget everything you have read. Also, there are some people that exam hall they don't want to talk to anybody because they've crammed everything. They don't want to talk to anybody. Oh, please don't talk to me after the exam. No one will see. My head is still hot like this. And it's not because they actually understand, it's just because they crammed. They just want to go and pour out those things that they've crammed. So cramming is never a good way to pass
So,
your exam.
yeah. And the thing is that most students know that cramming is not right. Okay, it doesn't work in the long run. But why they still do it? Solomon, why do you think they still do it? What makes students still fall into the trap of cramming? Mr. Solomon, can you tell us what do you think makes students still fall into the trap of cramming? And they know it's not good. Mr. Solomon, you're muted if you're speaking. Mr. Solomon, are you speaking? Okay, maybe it's his network. But majorly why students always fall into that trap of cramming is because they start studying late, just like what Ruth said. Okay, his network is bad. They start studying late, just like what Ruth said. Okay, you want to read 2 weeks to exam, 1 week to exam. No, naba. You can't be reading for understanding. Let me tell you this. Always read, always study a material for understanding. As I said, try to make sure you are connecting it to real life. How does it solve problems? Like for me, I had to this computer that I'm learning safe. Everything we're doing, we're just writing. We're just writing on paper. What is inside this computer? I was so curious. What is inside this computer? I saved up money. I worked, saved up money, and went to a computer school. And they showed me how to dismantle a computer, how to mount a computer, what is inside it, what a motherboard looks like, what a RAM looks like, what the ICs look like. I was curious. This computer I'm studying, even in our lab, we didn't have then. That was back then. Then that computer was a big thing. We didn't have much computer. Just one computer, you see, maybe it's a professor that has the computer in his office. You get my point? So I took it a step further. Oh, this Microsoft Word, this whatever, what is it about? I paid. I saw one free, they said free 2 weeks. I went and joined. And at least, what is Microsoft? How can I use it? I was curious to learn, to connect whatever I'm learning to the real world. So whichever course you are going for, don't just cram to get your A's. Try to understand the concepts and try to connect it. Where is it applicable in the real world? Where do I connect this to the real world? This is what will even make you appreciate the course. And if you have some very good lecturers that are always looking for innovative ideas, you know, they ask questions and you are able to pour out everything you've learned, you've connected it to real world. Oh, wow. When they mark your script, they will keep your scripts and they will ask, who is this person? And they will want to dialogue and, you know, interact with you. So cramming is not good. And what causes cramming most of the time is we fail to start preparing early. If you start preparing from the beginning of the semester, you will understand each and everything and you don't need to cram. So that's major thing. Don't start preparing late for an exam. Okay? Now, let me quickly take you through using online tools. Please, right now, there are several tools you can use for your study when you are in university. You have Google Scholar, you know, you have AI, you have ChatGPT, you have ResearchGate, you have YouTube to search for any subject and understand. You have, you know, if you are an engineering student, you know, mathematical theorems, engine maths, all those things. You have YouTube that can help you explain all these things. And also learn things and avoid, you know, to plagiarize when doing your research. Don't just copy verbatim from internet and put for your lecturer or copy ChatGPT. You even copy the emojis that ChatGPT will drop and put. You won't even sit down to edit. You won't do anything. No. Okay? While you're in school, you need to study smarter, do your work smarter with all digital resources. Back then, there was nothing like internet. Before you even connect to internet while on campus, then phones just came out now. It was just this Nokia touchlight. If you even have Nokia touchlight, you're a big boy in school. You're a big girl in school. So how do you think we do homework and assignments? It's library. We go to the library, start flipping textbook to look for the answers of things. That's how we do homework and assignment back then. But you guys now, you have the internet. You have ChatGPT. It gives you all the answer. But you have to go beyond just copying answer. Understand it. And try to relate it to real life. Try to learn about it so you can be able to speak about it. And it's coming to an era because of this ChatGPT problem. Your teachers now, most of their project now will not be, oh, go and do this and submit. No. It will be mostly speak about what you have learned. So you need to learn skills like communication skills and how to carry out proper research for assignments. Now, finally, in our podcast of how to go to school without wahala, there's a major thing that every student should run from. And what is that thing? It is carryover. Ruth, have you ever come close to a carryover while in school? Or have you had friends that have had carryover? Can you share?
Yes, sir. I had my 100 level, you know. I just got into school then. All the experiences were very new to me. So I did not even know I didn't even know it was going to be like that. So after exams and all that, it was time to check results. Confident me now, with that thought of, oh, I used to be one of the best in my secondary school, so this exam is going to be, I know what I wrote and all that. But by the time I went to the notice board, I was seeing something that, like, what happened? How did this happen? Where did I get this wrong? I actually cried, like, I cried. I even called my sister and I was like, I don't know what happened. I failed. Well, that experience taught me. I was able to meet someone that helped me, took me to lecturer for that course, and they had to check, okay, what happened? What happened is somebody with exact name. The person was having Ruth teacher. My name is Ruth teacher. Our own is Ruth Ishekwe, something like that. But it was very similar. So they just gave both of us the same course. I was like, this is not my result, but it was just there. It was an experience I can never forget. But I learned that carryover is not the end of the most important thing is just for you to prepare. That's why it's very important to prepare as you are entering that school, from the first semester to the second semester. You started reading, because school will shock you. University will shock you. The same way that you think, oh, I'm the best in my class in secondary school, university will humble you, because there are different people that are always first position in their classes. They are all coming to school to come, and this is like an individual to you. You're no longer looking for who is going to carry first. It is now your results that is going to show for it. So just be prepared, and then it's not the end of the world. Most important thing is just to learn from it and then keep moving forward. That's my own experience with
Great, great.
carryover.
I love what you just said now. Okay, carryover is not the end of the world. Don't say because of carryover, some people want to commit suicide, some people want to leave the school, some people want to. No, it's not the end of the world. You can still resit it. But the best ways to avoid carryover is to do what? Prepare when you get into school. From the first day, start studying, especially 100 level. 100 level can, if you're not careful, 100 level, you can sweep you off your feet. Like, go to people that know the system and they will share things with you. They will share past questions with you. They will tell you everything about the lecturer. You should be studying, this, that, these math questions are, you get my point. If you need extra tutorials, go for it. Don't feel, this tutorial is too much now. I remember 100 level then. Thank God for my life. I just had a direction when I entered school. He said, the direction from God is go and look for all the intelligent people, all the people answering questions in the class. Go and become their friend. So when I got into school, I just started looking out for them. I saw all of them. Oh, they are sitting in front. They are the only ones. The lecturer is always looking at them. They're the ones, interacting with the lecturers. Immediately, is it shame? Oh, guys, can I become your friend? But thank God, the Lord works in mysterious way. Then I was not a very good Christian, but those guys, they were Christians. So they're like, okay, we're going for evangelism now. I said, evangelism, Bawo. Okay, I just kept quiet. I followed them. We went for evangelism. After that, they said, we are going to the library now. Okay, we went for library. After that, they said, oh, there's this tutorial. We're going there now. It is just follow who no road, though, that I did, though. That my 100 level results were good. Like, even people from my secondary school did not even expect that. When they started hearing that my grades in university were high, they were like, blessing from where? In my secondary school, 10th position. Are you getting me? I was just among the first 10. I was just there struggling there. First 10. But when I got into university, I never knew. That is what good association can do in your life. That is what good association can do. I just joined, the one the Bible says, iron sharpeneth iron. That is what happened to me. I just joined people that were good, that were just focused. So their own timetable is church, evangelism, library, tutorials, reading. And they started telling me their secrets that they read at night, you spend like 3 hours. I say, so this is how, let me share something to you. So There was this particular test. When I started joining them, when we were doing tests, I sat down with them. So I didn't know one question. And I looked at them, come and help me now. Okay, open your book for me, let me copy. This people did not agree. Oh. Are you guys with me? They didn't agree. Oh, they didn't agree. Because in secondary school now, it's so copy. They didn't agree. I said, So I felt somehow. And I said, which kind of bad luck is this? Why did I sit down with these people for this test? I was angry. I was angry at them. I just left them. I just left. I said, these people paro is wait, what is it said? What is it? This Christianity thing is too much. What is it? In my mind, I was just bitter. But you know what God just whispered to me? He said, is it not the same brain that they have that you have? You know what they are doing? So I just humbled myself. They started telling me that they read overnight. I said, okay. I try. I wake up, put alarm. I will read early in the morning, read late at night. The next test came. Do you know that? I started doing the test. I didn't even ask them. I did it on my own. I said, so I can do this on my own. Oh my God. I said, yes. I said, this is it. The result came out. I was still behind them. They will see, they'll give me some gap. We did another one again. I put more effort. You guess what? I scored higher than them. Even them too, they were shocked. What's going on here? Blessing came and overtook us. They were shocked. In my mind, I was like, yes. Yes. I never believed that I could. I never believed I could stay in an exam and sit on my own and write. I never believed. But just joining this group of people, my sisters, my brothers, I just became another best version of myself. The next semester, I entered, because I schooled in LASU, I entered the list of scholarship given to students. My name was published in newspaper. I said people in my secondary school did not believe. Nobody believed. In fact, I had somebody in my class that was in my same secondary school. She was the one now sharing the news that Blessing is a scholar in LASU. I said, Blessing? Blessing in our secondary school. Are you sure? This, that. So yes, so she's leading our class. She's like the top. I was the second. I was like the first, second. There's someone ahead of me. Like the second top best in our class of over 100 and something. He said, my sister, please, my brothers, it's all about association. Associate with the right people in school for academic excellence, for godly living. That's the first key thing. When you get into school, it is your responsibility to choose your friends wisely. See, if you know that friend is bad, it's better you stay alone in school. Why in school? If you don't even be anybody's friend. Choose your friend wisely while in school. It's responsibility. You think you don't have responsibilities while in school? The first one, key one, is why you enter school. For the right set of people to be with, to be around with, to hang out with, that won't destroy any good values, moral values that your parents have instilled with you, that would even reinforce it, make you become a better version of yourself. That is what happened to me. And I'm sharing this testimony with you. And with that, 100 level, no carryover. In fact, when we were looking at our scores, I was competing with them. When we did first semester was when I knew them now. I was getting, C and all that. But second semester, come and see A's. Competing with them, we score. This one now, we're not looking at, you got A. We're looking at what was the score you got. In our own grading system, from 70 and above is A. So we were looking at, is it 90 you got? Is it 80 you got? Who beats who? You have to join people that will challenge you spiritually towards the things of God. I was challenged. They were going for evangelism, not being ashamed to preach Christ. I was like, wow. And they also challenged me academically, mentally. We discuss things. We go they'll say, there's this leadership seminar. We have to be there in this leadership seminar. That's where I learned about vision. I learned about purpose. There are some wonderful seminars in school. If you plug yourself into the right association, you will attend those and your life will be better. So I finally summarize with all this I've been saying, that to pass through school without wahala, the first key thing is your association. That's the first key thing. And please, don't leave God behind. Carry God along. It is your yes to serve God. Serve him with all your heart while in school. Combine it. Balance it. Serve God. Yanoluwa, yes, you have the question. Ask your question.
Medicine is very tasking. So how are you going to balance evangelism or all these church activities with medicine?
See, you have to balance it. There are people that have gone ahead of you and are doing it well and still first class students. The Lord has a way of also balancing things. We're not saying that it's every 247 that you'll be doing evangelism, you'll be doing this, you'll be doing that. No, there's a balance. And you will see people that have gone ahead of you that have done it. Ask them their tricks. Ask them how they do it. You will find one or two clues. And you too, you your own self, you have to also sit down with God and plan it out. The Holy Spirit talks. He talks and he wants your success. He doesn't belittle academic success. That's his sitting with God. He's a God of, he's omnipotent, omniscience, he's all knowing, he's all knowledgeable. Definitely you need knowledge too. Okay, because on your knowledge that he is going to, endow you, empower you. So don't play with that too. But there's a balance. There's a balance to it. There's a balance to when you are to study, when you are to be in church. I was an executive in my fellowship. I did engineering. Engineering is not that taxing when it comes to medicine. Medicine is very, very taxing, but there's also a balance to it. But what I'm telling you that even engineering, after medicine, the next taxing course is engineering. Then other courses follow. All right. I had to balance. I go for vigils. I go for morning cry. I go for prayer. You get, but I know that any of my spare time, is study. And the Holy Spirit and God always does something. You see that 2 hours, that 1 hour I used to study. Yeah. You will cover what you, in fact, it just has a way of just bringing out excellence when you also serve him. But just know that you need to read though. Me, I don't used to deceive people. That you pray, you don't read. What will you remember in school, in your exam? Even the word of God says he will bring to remembrance those things you have learned. That is what he will bring to remembrance. So you need to study. You need to also do your part. I don't deceive people with all those things. So you need to study very hard to get your A's, and there's a balance to it. And I did it. A lot of people are doing it. Okay, Lua. All right. So thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
All right, you are blessed. So good and wonderful question. Thank you so much for this episode, joining us for the episode of passing through school without wahala. By next month, November, we're going to be looking at something awesome and wonderful, and we're going to share it very soon on the group. If you've not joined the School of Proverbs group by DTW, please kindly join it. All right, thank you so much, Miss Ruth, for joining us, and Yanoluwa for joining us. If you want to join us like this on the Google Meet and also ask your questions, you can always be on the group. We'll share the link to the Google Meet on the groups for others to join us. And also the live session, you can always join at any time. Thank you so much, everyone. And sorry we took your time, 11 minutes more. All right, thank you so much. You are blessed and you are destined to win. All right. Ruth, you want to say something?
No, I just want to say good night and see you in the first Friday of November.
Yeah,
Happy New Month.
Happy new month in advance. And I pray for each and every one of us that you are destined to win. In every of your endeavors, you are destined to win. In life, in destiny, in your purpose, you are destined to win in Jesus' name. Amen. Say amen.
Thank you, ma. Good night, ma.
All right. Good night, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. See you. Want water?